The level of Wolverine's healing really depends on the writer. In his early days, Logan's power was nowhere near as formidable as it is today. In Uncanny X-Men 173, released in 1983, he actually almost dies after having been poisoned. But in the lead-up to 2015's Civil War event, Wolverine was caught in an explosion that left nothing but his adamantium skeleton intact, an act he completely healed from. So the standard for these days is Logan's healing factor uses his peak condition as a sort of default setting and will attempt to get him back to that as fast as it can. He can heal damaged tissue, from a scar to destroyed limbs, in a matter of seconds. It also drastically slows his aging. He was born in the late 19th century, making him older than most X-Men, even Xavier and Magneto, but he still has the physical appearance of a man in his prime. But as powerful as his healing factor is, he's not indestructible. In X-Men Volume 2, Issue 25, during the Fatal Attraction storyline, Magneto tore the adamantium out of Wolverine's body through his pores, pushing his healing powers to their very limit. Wolverine almost died as a result. As a side note, it did allow writers to explain Wolverine's increased healing. It was stated that the removal of adamantium caused Wolverine to regress to a feral state, which increased his senses, strength, and, you guessed it, his healing. He had his bones laced with adamantium again by Apocalypse during the 12 crossover, putting a stop to his regression while maintaining the increased level of his abilities. More recently, in X-Men Volume 6, Issue 29, it's been explained that the effectiveness of his healing factor depends on his calorie intake. This one line clears up decades of inconsistencies in one fell swoop. Canonically, Wolverine's adamantium skeleton has never been broken. No, we're not taking that incident from Ultimate Wolverine vs. Hulk into account, because in that universe, a simple missile destroyed an adamantium cage. But if they were broken, his healing factor could regenerate bone covered in the exotic metal, provided the limb in question wasn't broken at the joint. This is because his healing factor even took the metal on his bones and transformed it to adamantium beta, granting it organic properties. This was necessary, or Logan's bones wouldn't be able to absorb elements like calcium, and he'd constantly suffer metal poisoning. He's immune to poisons, his body eliminates fatigue toxins, which means he has incredible stamina. It also means he can't get drunk. But I'll leave it to you to decide if that's a pro or a con. And his healing does come with some cons. His powers attempt to keep his mind safe, but it does so by burying traumatic memories. For a long time, there were gaps in Wolverine's memories, gaps that he was unaware his own body created.